Broadcasting live from WORKBENCHcon 2022 in Atlanta, it's time for Organization Conversation, brought to you by Wall Control Storage Systems. Wall Control gives you the storage and organization you crave.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Organization Conversation. We are here at WORKBENCHcon and excited to have Ron on with me. How you doing, Ron?
Good. It's good to be here.
Awesome. Well, rather than me try to speak to it, you're the subject matter expert. Tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Ronders. I jam my name into one. So if you're looking for me online, it's Ronders .com, all spelled out. And I make metal and wood furniture. I do everything from take the log out of your yard to return it as a finished product.
Gotcha. I love, Ronders, that flows. You're very fortunate with that.
Right.
Those go together very well as one, brand name. That's really nice. So, awesome, man. So, a little bit, tell us about how you got into, how you became a maker. What's your history? What's your background?
So, I've been making basically my whole life. As a little kid, when Uncle needed to watch me for a few hours or whatever, he was always, rebuilding his house and whatnot. And then a number of trades, just finding my niche. I've done plumbing, electrical, welding, carpentry. And then I really kind of fell into the carpentry a little bit more and the metalworking, became a certified welder, and worked for ESPN for a little while as a travel carpenter.
Awesome.
And, it's kind of just done it all.
Yeah,
bit,
that's, that really, we've talked to a lot of people here and you talk to them just walking around. But what's super cool about you is your experience in woodworking and metalworking and the ability to marry those two things. That gives you a super wide skill set for sure. You can speak to anyone. I think I met you did we meet at Spring Make or?
I'm sure.
I think that's where it was. So it's funny to meet a metal guy, and then I don't know if the last WORKBENCHcon was before or after that, but anyways, just that connection's pretty crazy. So yeah,
absolutely.
So which one's your favorite?
I love it all. I say the milling of lumber from log to actually dimensional lumber, that's more like my therapy.
Yes, I get it, man. I totally understand.
Yeah, but my natural thing, the thing I don't even if it makes any sense, I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
It's metalwork.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So what kind of, what is your, so is Ronders also the business that you sell your works through? Because a lot of folks here, their social channel is a little bit different from their business unit. And how does that work for you structurally? And
so I basically jammed it all together into the same thing.
I think that's a good idea. It's one thing for people to remember.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. So I use Etsy for my actual distribution and sales.
Yeah.
Just because one, that's what I started with, and two, now that I've kind of grown into a larger sales volume, it's still also just kind of easier for me.
Yeah, it's a good platform for sure. It's great. It's great to leverage something like that, in my opinion. Versus, we sell through our website and all these different places, but it's leveraging that infrastructure allows you to do what you do as a maker and not have to worry about the day to day of the website operation. Do you sell online yourself on your website or just through Etsy?
That is my 2022 goal, is to actually get listed on my website as well.
Excellent.
Just the logistics of all of that.
Yeah, I understand for sure. And if you have, even off air, if I can help you with that too, and trial and error things we've learned at Wall Control, because we've evolved over the years, and our very first website, my grandmother built, and we ran that until I think 2015, 2016. It was hard HTML, custom coded. But it was all just our stuff,
Web 1.
Yeah, exactly. And it's that doesn't play nice with APIs and shipping software and all that stuff. So, happy to help in any way I can with as you move that stuff along. So, well, that's cool. So, what are some of the things you make for sale? Is it all custom? Do you have some standard items? What would how would you sell that to a potential customer?
So my main product line are wall hanging bars. I make a turnbuckle bracket that gets mounted to the wall, and you can throw a bar top on top of it to quickly add 4 or 5 stools to the side of your kitchen. It's just kind of that expansion of square footage. If square footage.
Absolutely.
Majority of my sales, East Coast.
Exactly.
Totally.
Yeah. Awesome.
And that's kind of my standard product line. I just came out this past fall. We're really kind of starting to promote it a little bit more here, is a folding version of that. So it actually folds down out of the way. And then my fun time is things I can spend a little bit more time on are the big tables.
Yeah.
That involve a little bit more of a custom metal base.
Yeah, like you're working with the client from the beginning. Is that? Yeah, gotcha.
We took the tree out of their yard, and now I'm holding their hand the whole time while we pick out the slabs, actually dry it, all of that.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a fantastic business model you have. You got your standard items that you can sell, and then you can work with a client, handhold them, and build this. It's got to be like the fun stuff, the challenging things. So
exactly.
Very cool.
The whole mission is to save the trees from the chipper.
Yeah, awesome.
And that's really what's driven more success, is that I actually took this business, and came up with a mission statement.
Yes.
And actually an actual outline. So when I get lost in where I'm going with sales or whatever, I can always look back at that business plan and go, oh, that's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Saving trees from the chipper.
Yeah, and that's something that a potential client can get behind, and they can see what you're all about. I mean, I think that especially these days, people want to buy the story as much as they want to buy the product, and they want to know where it came from, and all that becomes really important to get it out there. And you're doing a great job of it for sure. And
thank you.
Things like this, like how many WorkBenchcons have you been to?
This is my first WorkBenchcon.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I guess the metalworking and this run together in my head, but awesome. So how's it been?
It's been awesome. Yeah, awesome. See everybody. We talk to all of these people online all the time, but you never actually meet them in person. So it's nice to finally put a live face to the name. Yeah,
it's like it's hard to The Instagrams and the social media platforms of the world make it awesome for collaboration, but they're just you can't substitute that in person like dynamic conversation for like really coming up with some cool stuff. So,
well, and then that's the thing is you start brainstorming with other makers, and then all of a sudden you've inspired new ideas to go home with. And that's the biggest part.
Like I'm even thinking about stuff for wall control that you could probably do, like the fold down, like a tabletop underneath the panels, because a lot of people are tied for space and they want to be a maker, they want a shop, but they don't have space for their kitchen and their workbench. But if you had some sort of fold down situation where you have to marry wood with metal, that would just make the most sense. So you have a really good like skill set, broad but also niche, that you can do both things and bring value to both sets.
Honestly, that's really what's kind of saved me since I decided to go and officially make it a full-time business, a full-time gig, is starting off I would be able to throw a metal project here or there, a fire pit, things like that. That's really kind of saved when the woodworking kind of slows down for different pockets of the year and whatnot.
Awesome. Fantastic, man. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want to thank you for coming on. How can our listeners, our customers, find you and reach out to you if they want to find your store and your handles and all that?
So online, I'm on Instagram and my website. My website is Ronders, RONDERS.com, and same thing for Instagram, just all spelled out, DOTCOM, Ronders.com.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on, Ron.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Organization Conversation is brought to you by Wall Control, a family-owned and operated producer of best-in-class wall-mounted organizers for your home or business, made right here in the USA. To learn more, go to wallcontrol.com.